Good morning, people. Watchwoman 65, Lisa Boyce here. I have brand new glasses. That's why they're turning dark, because I'm facing the outdoor. Um, I want to let you know, I came on the other day and I said, I have a feeling something bad was going to happen. I woke up with that feeling. I think it was either Thursday morning or yesterday. Now I see why. Ladies and gentlemen, I have lived in the race riots of the 60s. Matter of fact, the 68 race riots were around the corner from where we lived. I remember it. My brother had just come home from Vietnam. Kennedy was assassinated, Robert Kennedy, and Martin Luther King was assassinated. So riots broke out, and I lived in it. I have never seen anything like this. And there were riots all over, but not like this. I'm going to read a little bit of this article from Now the End Begins. And it begins, domestic terror groups Antifa and Black Lives Matter have begun a 20-city campaign of arson, looting, and bombing of businesses. Now, back in the 60s, it was the Black Panther Party. And it was some other groups back then. So, I remember it. And I was young. And he starts out by saying, take a look at the following scenes. And I'm going to link this article in the description box, and it is horrible. I think the White House is still on lockdown. I think, from what I understand, Trump has put the army or the military on standby. And from what I heard on the news, the cop who's responsible for this, they gave him bail. And instead of charging him with first-degree murder, I don't know what they didn't charge him with that. And he is on, they gave him a $500,000 bail. So that just made matters a lot worse. It says here, the radical left in this country have decided to attack and already have begun a campaign of domestic terror that right now is playing out in over 20 American cities. This came out yesterday. Right here in Cleveland, they're planning on something. I don't know what, but they're planning something. Black Lives Matter, once again, has joined up with the fascists of Antifa, with the CNN headquarters in Atlanta surrounded by an anarchist who have already set bombs in hopes of gaining access to the building. I think they did break into the building yesterday. America's at war. This is exactly what the Democrats have been planning, and it has begun. Reginald Denny was a truck driver. Remember him? He was a truck driver who had bad fortune, driving his truck along the streets where people were protesting the treatment by police of Rodney King back in 1992. Denny had nothing to do with it. He was just a commercial truck driver on his route. But remember, they beat him. They took him out of his truck and beat him and put him in a coma. I can see this happening now. Matter of fact, the way this is going, it's gonna be some more bloodshed. I can see it. I can sense it. The Bible says in 2 Timothy 3:1, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. I got news for you. It's here. It's here right now. I usually don't wake up with a feeling of despair or fear. But that's what I had. Not fear for me or my family, but fear for the world. And this is exactly what's coming. I want you to be aware. I want you to know that you are prayed for. I want you to be careful. Especially this weekend. This weekend, I don't know what's going to happen. But I have a feeling it's going to be bad. Just be alert. Be prayed up. Make sure that you are worded up and prayed up before you step foot outside. I'll be back later. Thank you.